Hey guys, my name is FunPro. In patch 12.13, the item Divine Sunderer received some changes. In this video, I will go over the changes to help you determine whether the item is still a good purchase. In order to test the changes, I'll be using a level 10 Camille and then using a level 10 Gnar to compare both melee and ranged values. So let's start with the first change to Divine Sunderer, which is the Spellblade damage passive. So in order to compare pre-change to post-change, we will need equations to model damage. So the equation that models the changes for the pre-changes will be damage is equal to 0.12 times max HP. The equation for after changes is damage is equal to 1.25 times base AD plus 0.06 max HP, and then you can also change the appropriate values for a range comparison. So let's start with Camille. In order for the changes to create a buff in terms of Spellblade's damage to this part of Divine Sunderer, for level 10 Camille, the target must have a max HP of at most 1981.04 HP for the change to be considered a buff. It would be considered a nerf when the max HP of the enemy is above 1981.04 HP. Now looking at a level 10 Gnar, the change to the Spellblade damage would be considered a buff when the max HP of the target is at most 1671.25 HP. When the HP of the target is above 1671.25 HP, it is a nerf to the Spellblade damage. Now let's take a look at the heal on Divine Sunderer. Let's use equations to model the changes. Here are the two equations for heal. The top equation represents the heal before the changes, and the bottom equation represents the heal from after the changes. So using Camille, we will set the pre-mitigation damage value to 100. When we solve the equations, we get that the item is a buff until 9174.18 HP. Just considering this HP value, it seems that the heal is usually a buff, considering it's a very high max HP value to have. Now looking at Gnar with the same standard set in the Camille test, we will get that the change is a buff when the max HP is at most 15,870 HP. Again, looking at the HP, the change is going to be a buff in most cases because it's a very high HP value. If you manipulate the pre-mitigation damage value, you will get different values, but it seems that the heal is usually a buff. Now looking at the last change, the Mythic passive where the armor and magic pen are reduced from 5% to each to 3% to each, I don't need to perform calculations to tell you that that is a nerf. So what do all these changes mean? So the Spellblade damage can be seen as a buff or nerf depending on the target's max HP. The heal is usually a buff, but the Mythic passive was nerfed, and Divine Sunderer was a means to kill tanks, deets hits, armor pen, magic pen, and target max HP scalings. So with these changes, it is a nerf to that aspect of the item. However, how do these changes compare to the alternative of perhaps getting Trinity Force? Well, in my next video, I'll compare Trinity Force to this new Divine Sunderer to help you determine what item is better and when. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below what you'd like to see next. Make sure to check out my Discord server to talk about League or future video ideas. Also, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.